Hey everybody, welcome back to Far Harbor.
Don't try anything, stranger.
My god, leave me alone. I'm only just arriving and they're already being assholes to me. Get out of here. Go do something else. I was looking at my Pip-Boy just before I started recording, and I noticed I have a level up, so we're going to do that first off. We are at level 47, which is... too much stuff on my desk. I need to clean up. Rooted 3. That is under, what, strength? Or was that endurance? Okay, it's under strength. While standing still, you may automatically disarm enemies that use melee weapons against you. That's not bad. Hey, yeah, let's take that. After that, I still have 4-leaf clover, crit banker, and nothing really else. The level cap's not 50, is it? If so, I'm going to have to go and download a level cap unlocker because I want to keep going. Alright, we're following old Longfellow.
Hey.
Deep fog has all manner of nasties.
Mm-hmm. Are we going up there now?
Don't try anything, stranger.
Jesus. Please.
And
Oh, well.
right.
Thank you. Great.
Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you.
I'm sure they
If you need
will.
my help again, you come see me.
Oh, look.
Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor.
It's a...
Good place to tool up your gear.
It's got a workshop.
Rest or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Buttons, you want to go get drunk with old Longfellow? You don't want to see what happens next?
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
I've already got Nick and Buttons with me.
I can handle things from here.
Good luck in there. And I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do.
Oh, Jesus! What the heck? Oh!
Don't try anything, stranger.
What was that about? Oh god. Why did they not like him? What is that? Did he do something to set them off?
Look alive, everyone.
Or did he accidentally shoot them earlier, or what?
That was some luck.
Jesus. Jesus. Okay, goodbye. You guys have fun with whatever the hell you're doing out here. I'm just gonna go inside. Okay, what is this place? What's gonna happen here? Requires key, okay. Nothing is owned. Requires key. Oh, duct tape. Yes, please.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synth welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
Ah, well, what are you? Or, there's a sarcastic one to the left, okay, I think that's what we're gonna have to go through. It's not labeled as sarcastic, but I can tell it is.
Well, in that case, I want a Nuka Cola, some stim packs, Kasumi Nakano returned to her family, and a pony.
I see. I'm afraid some of those things I'm not in a position to give. Hasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. and I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick? It
Oh,
can't
they have a
be you.
history.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Even their arms are the same. They have the same left arm damage. Is this a joke? I know this is a joke. Two androids walk into a bar. Well, sarcastic, I have to.
I know this joke. Two androids walk into a bar.
I'm afraid the punchline isn't going to be very funny. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times.
Basically
I
brothers.
couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother.
That's what I just said.
I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
Ah, I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
I mean, I believe him. I'm sure it's true, but that's some flimsy reasoning. Oh, you obviously forgot because you ran out of storage space. Would he delete an important memory like that? Is he really your brother? Is it really possible?
Nothing to say on the subject?
Oh, I'm just considering my options. Don't worry, I'll get to you. We need to get back to why we're here. We'll talk later this lunch again.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole, there's only so much room up
I'm not
there
buying
argument?
that, no.
I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
I mean, I do buy that they could be brothers, basically, but, the room up there thing, like I was just saying.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
We'll talk later. This is a lot to take in.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important. She's a synth, that's why she left. She's human, she has family. I think she's a synth.
She is a synth. That's why she left home.
Kasumi had honest questions about herself. She came here for answers. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us.
Is
Tell
there?
me, are you a synth?
I really don't think so. No, but if I squint real hard in the mirror...
No, but if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
Well, I mean, I don't think I would be a synth because I'm from before the war, but, you know, let's go along. I'm not going to tell my life story to someone I barely know. Something for the day I had to take care of my boy Sean, and you're treading on very personal territory. I remember being in my house.
Careful with your words. Admirable.
I don't know if I want to go for the I had to take care of my boy Sean. Well, no, because that didn't happen. The way that I started the game, that never actually took place. So I'm going to go with the bottom one.
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us.
We're getting real near to that fourth wall here.
Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
So if I just decide I'm a synth, does that mean I'm a synth? Interesting. Interesting concept.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Who are you? Tell me more.
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
He's given me some, like, what's his name? Mr. Manhattan? Dr. Manhattan? Was it Mr. or Doctor? God, I can't even remember. But sitting on Mars for however long he was there, because he was an immortal being at that point. Anyway, continuing.
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
Can you tell me about the vacuum tube? You've got, like, your vacuum tube hair helmet thing?
So everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them. You're from the Commonwealth, like Kasumi, yes? I'm sure you've had your own experiences with my kind.
Well, most of them have attacked me. I'd like to hear your experience first. From what I've seen, they're machines. I know Nick, obviously. Tell me what you think first.
I'd like to hear about your experiences first.
After I left the Commonwealth, It was decades before I met another of my kind. At first, I didn't believe it. I'm a prototype. I escaped long before synths could pass for human. I thought the person I was talking to was deluded at first, and then I realized the truth. That we were the same. I didn't know it then, but that's when Acadia really started.
Well, I know Nick, obviously.
Yes. Of course. What else can I do for you?
That's it? That's all that goes to?
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Alright, who's this person? I don't see anyone coming in. That requires key, of course. Oh, this person. You
I
gonna...
was having a hard enough
Okay,
time
there we
keeping up
go.
with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
Okay. Well, let me just take some of your things here.
You building a collection or something?
Nick, please. Don't make fun of me. I have a hoarding problem. Is there anything up here? Any hoarding to be done up here? No, but this might be something over here, maybe? What is that? Nothing. Oh, storage key. Up. Is that?
Don't have the key.
That is not the right key. Oh well. He doesn't have
Hey,
anything else to
Dima.
say, does he?
Acadia is open to you. Did you need anything?
Nope.
I should get going.
Of course.
Thank you. So are these doors back here open? Who are you?
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
And miss out on a fun boat ride? Never.
Well, then at least you have the return trip to look forward to. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
There's something just slightly off about her face, but I can't quite pin down what it is. How do you manage to track them down? No arguments, probably won't work out. Be thankless.
Hey, no argument from me.
Good. Glad to hear it. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning
Oh.
synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Is her name Chase because she chases them down?
Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact there is. If you're serious about contributing.
Oh, quest.
Well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island.
Not a
So
lot.
you may be decently equipped to handle it.
Just kind of ran to a couple places.
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
This island is a death trap. Well, I did say I have to take sarcasm.
This island is a death trap. Your synth probably ended up as Mirelurk food.
I certainly hope not, but I'd like to know for certain. You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
I wonder if that that one synth that we rescued from the Courser would ever make it here. I forget her name. She call herself Jenny? Does this go down to... Oh, there's like a whole stairway. I want to see the room first before I go exploring. Oh my god, there's so much going on in here. Although you'd think they'd clean this mess up. God.
Want me to take a look at that terminal? Or is that away with machines?
Yeah?
Hey,
I'm all in.
Try it out.
So,
think you can
we've
unlock
talked
that
to
terminal?
Dima.
Done
You
and
know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
Oh, there it goes.
these boys weren't fooling around. Let me just try.
Okay, you do that, Nick. I'll keep him busy over here.
It's all yours.
Thanks. Let's see. You're right. It's a good cause. Synths deserve to be safe.
Oh
You're right.
dear.
It
Did
is a
I
good
confuse
cause.
you?
Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very
Oh,
encouraging.
look at his ears.
Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Oh my god, these two synths are gay-coded, aren't they? I mean, they can't technically be gay because they don't have gender, but they... more or less, you know. It's the same thing like with Steven Universe and the space rock lesbians.
Right. Right? Wouldn't want him blowing a fuse. Huh?
No, not really.
You don't quite get jokes, do you? That's alright.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
You are so in love, aren't you?
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not.
Alright,
There's
give me
a
the
boat
quest.
along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
His eyes were kinda shifty as he said storage drives. I don't know if you noticed that. And the fact that there is a charisma check here makes me really wonder why. But, you know, I have basically no charisma, so...
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
It's real easy to pull a fast one over on Lee. He's not all that smart, he's not all that charismatic. But, thanks to Nick,